to get with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. We'll be joined here by my brother in just a little bit, and it is a full pack slate today. We've got a ton of NHL, a ton of NBA, decent amount of college basketball. We even got spring training starting today, which that game is a 3:00 baseball game. And I'm just sitting here waiting for that total to be released in that game, because if it's 10.5, I'm betting the over in San Diego, LA. So that's kind of where I'm at with that baseball game. We won't be going over it today. I did a free pick video for it last night. Currently, the Dodgers are up to -120 now. I kind of lead Padres in the game if I'm betting the side, but I really am not interested too much in the side. I'm more interested in the total. If that could be released sometime soon, that would be cool. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 NHL games. And then Tim is going to be going over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 NBA games as the NBA makes a return from the All-Star break. I'm giving it a day or two before I get back into the NBA. After this All-Star break, kind of let things settle, and then I'll hop back into the NBA after that. We will we'll recap what happened yesterday, what went right, what went wrong in the world of sports betting. It was kind of like a split out day for me. I went 2-2 in both hockey and college basketball. College basketball started off with a loss with St. Bonaventure -6. They lost outright. JMU -6.5. They took care of business there. Samford -7.5. They only won by 2. And Georgia -120. They win by 12. Vanderbilt continues to be a really nice fade in college basketball this year. From the ice, went 2-2. Lost the first play, which was very frustrating. That Philly Chicago over 5.5. It was 1-1 at the end of the first. It was 3-1 at the end of the second, and then it finishes 3-1. Very frustrating there. Is what it is. Boston +125, never in doubt. Easy winner there. Can't believe that game went to overtime when Boston was up 4-1. Talk about the night of blown leads. Anaheim scores 4 in the second period. Gets me that team total over 3.5 at +110. They do lose the game, though, 7-4, because they give up 3 goals each in the first and the third period. So that was frustrating. They were down 4-0 at one point in the second period, and they ended the second period tied at 4, which was kind of interesting there. And then they lost the third period 3-0. So lost the money line on the Ducks, got the team total over, so kind of split out on that game there. Overall, it was down about a quarter unit yesterday, so not a crazy day yesterday. And I've already made some moves on today's card. I moved on 3 NHL games, so there we go. We'll head over to the chat, and then we'll get into the hockey games here. On my way home now. There you go. Sabres. Yeah, the Sabres actually got the job done yesterday. What's good, Nathan Cerna? What is good? We'll move to the first game of the night here. We have the Colorado Avalanche. They're traveling to Detroit to take on the Red Wings. The Avalanche -140 favorites, total of 6.5 in this game. Let me get up the line history. There we go. As we have Colorado and Detroit, where we have this line opened up at -140 to still -140. So we've had it moved up to a 143, got down to a 137, kind of stayed at 140 though. So no real line movement there on the side. Line opened up at a 135, it's down to a 130. So there's a small move towards the under in this game. Taking a look at the cash flow in this spot here. Move over to the 22nd. There we go. Where we have 38% of tickets and 68% of cash is on the Avalanche. The line's not moved, but We have 2,600 tickets in, and then 48% of the tickets, 99% of cash is on the over in this game, and the totals move slightly towards the under. I have this game projected for Lion and Georgiev, and the Avalanche struggle on the road. That's one thing we have noticed this year a little bit, which is kind of making me hesitant. I would only look Red Wings in this game. I thought this line should be closer towards the pick'em range. I see value on the plus 120 here, and maybe I might move on the Red Wings after the show. When you look at Colorado, I want to bet them at home. I don't want to bet them on the road. And Detroit's kind of getting hot right now. Now, let me grab up what they've done recently. Now, here's the thing: Colorado's won 10 straight meetings against the Red Wings. But the Red Wings are coming in off of back-to-back wins. The only thing is that's going to probably keep me off the Red Wings in this game is this is their first game back after their Pacific Northwest trip to Edmonton, Vancouver, Calgary, and Seattle. And the Avalanche are hitting the road after 2 home games, 2 home wins against Vancouver and Arizona. They really struggled on their last road trip, though, out of the All-Star break when they were against some Eastern Conference teams. They lost to New York, the Rangers. They lost to the Devils. They lost to the Hurricanes. They lost to the Panthers. They beat the Capitals, but then they lost to the Lightning. So they really struggled on the road here. I don't trust them laying this type of number on the road. I can only look Red Wings, but I really don't feel like backing the Red Wings after the Pacific Northwest trip. So overall, this game is most likely a pass for me. If I'm betting anything, it's the Red Wings, and I would lean under. At the 6.5 number, I would lean under, but no play here. Red Wings or pass, but it's going to be a pass. Avs money line, Red Wings plus 1.5. That's probably really, really juicy. Avs money minus 1.5 and the over. So we're on different pages there. I lean towards the under and I lean towards the Wings, but I don't want to trust the Wings in that type of travel situation. We'll move on to the next matchup here, the Ottawa Senators and the Dallas Stars. We have the Stars minus 160 road favorites with a total of 6.5 in this spot here. Taking a look at the line history in this spot here, where we have, let's take a look here. This line opened up with Dallas as minus 145 favorites. It's down to a 150, or it's up to a 154. So we've had to move towards the Dallas Stars in this game. Line opened up at a 135 to the over 6.5. It's now a 140 to the over 6.5. Now we know the Senators have been a really good over team this year. And it's probably why the line's moving towards the over. And we're seeing a 6.5 of this type of number with a Stars game. 2,100 tickets in, and we have no cash flow on the total. We have 92% tickets, 97% of cash is on the Stars, though. The lines move towards the Stars, so that kind of makes sense there. My projection for this game, I have this game at a 6.5, so I thought this line was correct there, and I have this game projected around 145, 150 range for the Stars. So do I see value in this game? Not particularly. This one's kind of tricky. Do I want to lay $1.60 on the road with the Stars? Not particularly. Do I want to trust the Senators as a dog? Not particularly. Do I see value on this game? No. Side or total. So this one's another one where it's just a simple stay off for me here in this one. I have really no lean in this game either way. Maybe Stars -1 just because the Senators have been a decent fade, but I'm not going to try to lay that type of number here with the Stars on the road. So, especially with the way the Ottawa Senators have been playing as of late, they've been a little bit better as of late. So, no play for me here in this one. Stars money line, yeah. Remember when you said the Sabres were going to tank? That was my brother. He's a Sabres fan, and he was trying to be funny. It's my brother. That was my brother, and yeah. Marchment defense, Duchesne, Heiskanen over half a point. There you go. I could see a draw in this game. Sabres went over yesterday. Yeah, I mean, it was 3-2. I kind of leaned towards that under. Didn't pull the trigger. We'll move on to the first game I have an actual bet in. I did a free pick video on this game last night. We have the Florida Panthers and the Carolina Hurricanes. Pick them in this game -115. for the Hurricanes. Total 6 in this game. Florida coming in red hot. They've won 6 in a row, and 9 of their last 10. Their only loss was the first game back from the All-Star break, where they lost 2-1 against Philly. Let's take a look. Oh, I forgot real quick the line history in this spot here, where this line opened up with the Hurricanes as minus 102 favorites. It's up to a 115 now. So we've had a slight move towards the Hurricanes in this spot. Line opened up at an over 6 at minus 121. It's down to a 114. So we've had a move towards the under. We've had a move towards the Hurricanes in this game here. We have 71% of the tickets and 94% of cash is on Carolina, 1,100 tickets in. So that explains a line move towards Carolina in this spot. 75% of the tickets, 88% of the cash on the under in this one as well. And I have the wrong team favored in this game. I don't know how Carolina is the favorite in this spot. Like, I get it. They're at home. And they're one of the better teams in the NHL, but the Panthers are the best team in the NHL right now. I think the only reason why Carolina is favored in this game is because it's at home. If this was in Florida, we'd be looking at the Panthers minus 160 range. In this spot, I just think the wrong team is favored in this game. And when I'm getting, I got even money last night. When I'm getting a plus price tag next to the Florida Panthers, I'm going to take it. This is a team I bet to win the East at 4-1. I bet to win the Cup at 10-1. This is the best team in hockey, and I like them to get the job done here in Carolina today. I'm on the Florida Panthers here at even money. Looks like the public is, for whatever reason, on Carolina in this spot, which is kind of interesting. I don't care about that when it comes to hockey, but for me, this was a pretty simple play. I'm only looking Florida in this game, and I played the Florida Panthers at plus 100 even money last night. Let's see. The Fighting Camels of Campbell. Let's take a look at what we have projected for that Campbell game. Against Hampton, we have them projected as about a 9-point favorite, so that's about right. Canes money line revenge game. Canes 16-4-1. Canes, no. The Devils Rangers line keeps moving up and down. Canes are underrated. Canes are overrated. They're a good hockey team. They're not a great hockey team. They've got a lot of holes in them still. So I think they'll be an okay bet against, especially come playoff time. I think they'll be a good bet against come playoff time. Let's get into the next matchup here. This one I really don't have too much of an opinion on. We have the Montreal Canadiens and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Penguins minus 235 favorites in this game with a total 6 in this spot. Line open up at a 115. It's up to a 117 for the over 6. Line open up at a minus 215. It's up to a 227. So we've had a move towards the Penguins here as well. The Montreal Canadiens on a second half of a back-to-back. And less than 1,000 tickets in. Very insignificant market. So we'll just move on to the projection for this game. I have Allen and Yari as our projected goaltenders. They had Nedeljkovic in against the Islanders. He really struggled against the Islanders. They're giving up those 5 goals. And the Habs are on the second half of a back-to-back. Now, am I gonna sit here and say that there's value on the Penguins at minus 235? No. Do I think there's value on the Habs at, plus 200, plus 195? Also, no. I have this game priced at the Penguins as $2 favorites. And I have this game projected around 5.7 goals. So I don't really have too much of an edge in this game. Am I ever thinking to lay this type of number with the Pittsburgh Penguins this year? No. If they lose this game, they should sell. And we've already started to see some reports that Kyle Dubas, the GM of the Pittsburgh Penguins, will be listening to offers on basically anybody. So we might see the fire sale start with the Pittsburgh Penguins. We can only hope. But looking at this game, I can't get involved with this here. I can only look Montreal in this game at the big plus price tag. But am I looking to get involved with this game? No. So simple pass for me here in this one. Lean towards Montreal, but no play. Pass. Yep, agreed. We'll keep on moving on here. This one's a tricky one. The New York Rangers and the New Jersey Devils. The Rangers as minus 110 favorites, total 6.5 in this spot here. Where let's take a look at the line history here. where we have the Rangers opened up at a minus 110, and it's actually gone to a minus 104 now. So we've had a slight move here towards these New Jersey Devils. And his line opened up at a 6.5 minus 108, still a 6.5 at minus 108. So a slight move towards the Devils, no move on the on the total in this game here. 51% of the tickets, 72% of the cash is on the Rangers, 1,500 tickets in. 60% of the tickets are on the over 6.5 in this game. No cash flow there. And I have this game projected around a pick'em. And I have this game projected around 6.5. Nico Dawes has been actually pretty decent as of late. He had that one bad start against Washington. Other than that, he's been pretty solid. And maybe he's the goaltending that New Jersey was looking for. Or maybe they're still going to go out at the trade deadline and get somebody. They do have some nice salary cap space with Dougie Hamilton on the LTIR. So they're a team that probably is that's definitely going to be buying at the deadline. The Rangers, see, for me in this game, it's pretty simple. If it's Dawes and Shesterkin, I'm going to stay off. If they tell me it's Vanacek or if they tell me it's Quick, I'm going to move on the Rangers. I'm only looking Rangers in this game. The Rangers are on an 8-game winning streak. I've been riding them most of the games through this winning streak. They've been very good to me, even though I cannot stand this hockey team as a team in general. This is a Rangers team that's made me some money recently, so I can only look Rangers in this game, especially if it's Quick or it's Vanacek. I will probably make the move on the Rangers, but until then, I'm going to sit here and wait and see what type of goaltending we get for this game. Also, if it's Vanacek, the Rangers team total over could be very appealing as well as the Rangers money line. So something that I'm just going to try to keep an eye out for, see who they confirm as goaltenders. If it's Shesterkin and Dawes, I'm going to stay off this game in general. But if it's Vanacek or Quick, I'm going to make a move. If it's Vanacek, I'm going to move on the over or the Rangers team total over. If it's Quick, I'm going to move on the Rangers. So I'll wait for some goalie confirmations for this one. So it's a pass for at the moment, but I might make some moves on this game. Devils bounce back. Devils money line under. No Vitek. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be Dawes, really, and I'm hoping it's to back the Rangers. I'm hoping it's Quick, because Quick is somebody I would like to continue to back for the Rangers. We'll keep on moving on here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games remaining, and I have moved on. I think only one game we've talked about. And my next one's in 2 games. Okay. Tampa Bay Lightning minus 200 favorites, total 6.5 in this game against the Washington Capitals. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. We have the Washington Capitals, the Tampa Bay Lightning opened up at minus 201. It's down to a 191. So we've had a 10-cent line movement here towards Washington. The line opened up at even money for the over 6.5. It's still an even money at the over 6.5 in this spot here. Looking at the cash flow in this one here, we have the Lightning getting 86% of the tickets, 96% of the cash, and the line's moving towards the Capitals. We have 81% of the tickets and 75% of the cash is on the under, and the line moved. I believe the line moved towards said. What do you call it? The line moved towards. The line has not moved for this total here. Looking at my projections to this game, I think I saw value here with the. I see a little bit of value here with the Capitals. I have the Lightning more around the line, but minus 160. So is that enough to pull the trigger on the Washington Capitals? I don't know. I see value on Washington. I would only look towards the dog in this spot here. In this game, what would it be? Plus, let's think of load. Washington plus 165. So I think that line's about correct. When it comes to the number there for the Capitals, I have them around a 160 to 165, so slightly towards them. I have this game projected for 6.46 goals. So this slate's actually kind of priced pretty correctly when you look at overall with these games. They did a good job pricing out these games the way that I have them priced, where I don't see much of an edge on the slate. Even though it's a big slate, there's not much edge on most of these games. So I'm going to pass on this one as well. I know it's a lot of games I'm just passing on, but I don't see enough edge to go after this one. So it'd be a lean towards Washington or nothing, but it's a pass here in this one. Caps money line. Yeah, it's the only way I can look in this game is the Washington Capitals. But we'll move on here. The New York Islanders are in St. Louis to take on the Blues. The Islanders minus 115 favorites in this game. So pick them favorites in this one. Total of 6 in this spot. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here, where we have this game opened up with the Blues as minus 120 favorites. It's actually gone to even money now for the Blues on Bet Online. So we've had kind of a little bit of a line flip here towards the Islanders. Line opened up at a 6 at minus 135. It's down to a 6 at minus 108. So we've had a big move towards this under here as well. Taking a look at the cash flow in this one here, where we have 83% of the tickets and 85% of the cash is on the Islanders. The line's moved towards the Islanders in this one big time. 1,300 tickets in, 50% of the tickets, 72% of the cash is on the under. And this is another one where I have the Blues as around a minus 115 favorite in this game. So minus 115, minus 120 range. It'd be St. Louis or nothing for me here. I wanted a little bit more of a plus price tag with St. Louis in this game because I believe on Bet Online, or they're both out of here, they're even money. And with the Blues have lost the last couple as a home dog. I would only look Blues in this game. The Islanders coming in off of a big win where they had to hold on, win in overtime against the Penguins after that Stadium Series game, where this could be a letdown spot for the Islanders. And the Blues are coming in off of a few losses in their last few games. They lost to Toronto, and they lost to someone else as well. They lost to Nashville and Toronto. They've lost 3 of their last 4 games now. I would only look St. Louis in this game. Draw. I would love the draw in this game, considering I have playoff futures on both these teams to make the playoffs at plus 170 for the Blues and plus 200 for the Islanders. So I'd love for both these teams to make the playoffs. So a draw would be absolutely beneficial for me. But I'm not going to play the game. It's a pass for me. I would only look Blues in this spot, but because I love them as a home dog. But this line I think is about correct. So maybe if I get maybe along the lines of plus 115 or plus 110, plus 115 with the Blues, I'll take a shot with St. Louis. But at even money, I needed a little bit more in order to back the Blues. So pass here for me. We'll keep on moving on here. Calgary Flames and the Boston Bruins. The Bruins minus 115 favorites with a total of 6 in this game. This is the next game I moved on, and this line has moved, and I 100% agree with it here. Let's get into said line history in this spot because I know it definitely moved since I bet it last night. So the line opened up at a minus 135 for the Boston Bruins. It's down to a 119 on Bet Online. So we've had a big move towards the Calgary Flames, and I think rightfully so. And then line opened up at a 6. It's down to a 5.5. So we've had a move towards the under, and we've had a move towards the Flames in this spot here. We have 72% of the tickets and 70% of the cash is on the Bruins, and the lines move towards the Flames. 1,500 tickets in. 39% of the tickets, 81% of the cash is on the over here as well. And we cashed with the Bruins last night. They were a nice little doggy. And here we go. We're going to hop on the opposite side here now. We backed the Bruins last night. We're going to fade them tonight. Give me the Calgary Flames. I got them at plus 112 last night. I want to see what the best available line is for these Calgary Flames. Oh, we finally got totals there on DraftKings for the spring training game. It's a 10. I'm definitely moving on that over. But let me see here. What's the best line you can get for the Calgary Flames here? I'm seeing on Profit Exchange at plus 108, but most books are just going to show probably pick 'em price tags. Plus 105s basically across the board. Some minus 102s, some minus 103s, things along those lines. But I'm on Calgary at this pick 'em price tag. I had when they were plus 112, I had the wrong team favored. The Flames, I have the Flames as the favorite in this game. Now, I believe the Flames they played at home last game, right? They played at home against Winnipeg, I'm assuming, if I remember right. And Yeah, they won 6-3. Now these two teams did just play right out of the All-Star break, and the Flames won 4-1 in that game. But this is a bad spot for Boston. They're coming in off of a back-to-back against Edmonton last night, and we know how much it sucks to go from Edmonton to Calgary or Calgary to Edmonton. Even though it is both in Alberta, it's always it's kind of like playing Tampa Bay in Florida. Where if you go from the Lightning to the Panthers or the Panthers to the Lightning, it's a tough game on a back-to-back. It's the same situation here with Calgary and Edmonton. Calgary were able to snap their 3-game losing streak with a 6-3 win against the Winnipeg Jets. That was on the 19th. So we have a nice rested Flames team against a Boston Bruins team that just went to overtime last night. I got plus money on this. I took the Calgary Flames at plus 112. I would still play him at the pick'em price, but this is about as far as I'd go. The plus 105 even money range with the Calgary Flames is about as far as I'll go. So I'm on the Flames here in this spot at plus money. Bruins money line, no. Supness, what's good, Lex, and then Bruins puck line, no. I'm against that there. We'll keep on moving on here. We have 3 games left. I don't have a play in the next 2 at the moment. But let's get into it here. Toronto Maple Leafs and Vegas Golden Knights. Golden Knights minus 110, total 6.5 in this spot here. The Golden Knights are coming in struggling a little bit. They've lost 3 of their last 4 games. Let's get into the line history, though, in this spot here. We have this line opened up. Wrong game. Here we go. This line opened up at a minus 124. It's down to a 111 now for Vegas. So we've had a move towards the Toronto Maple Leafs in this spot. Maple Leafs did play last night in Arizona. Now they head to Vegas here. Line opened up at a 6 at minus 108. It's a 6 at minus 113. So we've had to move towards the over. We've had to move towards the Maple Leafs in this spot here. Kind of a surprising move towards the Maple Leafs. 60% of the ticket, or 49% of the ticket, 60% of the cash, about 1,200 tickets in. So I guess that kind of makes sense in this game. And when I ran my numbers for this one here, Martin Jones has been pretty good. I have not finished this game, though, because what do you call it? Because I did not put in the numbers from the Arizona game last night. So I have not fully capped this game because I did not put in last night's numbers for Toronto, which they were the better team. They won 6-3, 3.45 expected goals, 2.92. Let me put these in real quick so I can get a proper reading on this game, because Martin Jones has actually been pretty good. I'm expecting Martin Jones. They sent Joseph Woll to the Parleys for a conditioning stint, so he should be back soon for the Toronto Maple Leafs. But until then, I see this game as around a minus 115, minus 120 range after putting these numbers in. I kind of lean under the total. This game projects really, really low scoring in this spot. So I'm on the I'm not on anything in this game. I would lean under. No real lean on the side. It'd be Vegas. I think Vegas or nothing maybe with the Maple Leafs on a back-to-back. I'm not that confident in Martin Jones, and I'm more confident in Aiden Hill maybe bouncing back. So it's a pass for me in this game, but a no play for me in this spot. Have-nots and the Wackhawks. Yeah. Northwestern Huskies minus 9.5 and Merrimack Warriors minus 15.5. Good luck. Aiden Hill, VGK money line. Aiden Hill, yeah. Nick Ewan full Astros. Yeah, I threw on the. I have a Syracuse shirt underneath this, but I have the Astros jersey with the hat. I like matching up when I do have a hat and a jersey to match. So, yeah. Baseball is back. We have the Dodgers and the Padres today. What's good, Nicholas Handy? We will move 2 games left on this card where we have the Vancouver Canucks taking on the Seattle Kraken. We have the Canucks as minus 125 favorites, total 6 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot where we have all of a sudden a struggling Canucks team. They've lost 3 in a row. They opened up as minus 130 favorites. It's down to a minus 120. So we've had to move towards the Seattle Kraken in this game here. Line opened up at a 6 at minus 126, and it's now a 6 at minus 115. So we've moved towards the under. We have a move towards the Kraken. in this spot. 89% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the Canucks, and the lines move towards the Kraken, which is interesting. Only 1,100 tickets in, so. And then 80% of the tickets, 86% of the cash is on the under in this game as well. Taking a look at my projection for this game here, I have this game priced at a pick'em. I don't see value in the Canucks right now. And actually, I think we should see a little bit of regression from the Canucks coming up a little bit here. Yes, they have one of the best goaltenders in the league with Thatcher Demko. But when we look at what the Canucks have done expected goal wise the last 10 games, actually the last 8 games, they've only won 3 expected goal battles. They were outplayed against Colorado. They were outplayed against Minnesota, but a lot of that came on the with Minnesota on the power play. And that's one thing that I've noticed with the Canucks is they've had a tough time staying out of the penalty box. So I'm not playing this game. This is another game I think I would lean under because I do have this game projected pretty low. Decord and Demko do lean me towards an under in this game. Am I going to be betting this game now? Not really. I feel like this is a little bit of a trap line with the Canucks at $1.25, but I get it. They're on the road on a 3-game losing streak, so it could be tougher to back them right now. But under or nothing for me here, but it's a pass for me. Welcome, Tim.
Oh, I have nothing in hockey, so you could just finish up the card.
Yep, we're heading into the last game here in a second.
Cool.
Went over to the chat. Canucks money line. Yeah, I can see why people like the Canucks in this game. Pass. Here late, but better than never. There you go. Smash the light. Smash the line. Smash the shit tonight, boys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yep. Timmy. Canucks minus 120 early last night. May cash out if there's no line move and as the day goes on. Fair. We'll move into the last game here, which I have moved on. I've only moved on 3 hockey games so far. I think there's one game I'm eyeing down to add a play to with a goalie confirmation with the Rangers there. Not really too much. And maybe if the Blues get to around a plus 115 or plus 110, plus 115, I'll move on them. But other than that, this is the third and final game I have bet for today's card. We have the LA Kings minus 155 home favorites, total 6 in this spot. And let's take a look at the line history in this one. This is fine. Line opened up at a 135. It did get all the way up to a 161 at one point, back down to a 148 on Bet Online here. So we've had a move towards the Kings, a 13-cent line movement since the opening line. Line opened up at a 6 at plus 105. It's now a 6 at minus 103. So we've had a move towards the over. We've had a move towards the Kings in this game here. We have 11% of the tickets, 48% of the cash is on the Preds in this game on the money line, but 67% of the tickets, 80% of the cash is on the puck line for these Kings. Here, 1,300 tickets in, 94% of the tickets are on the over in this spot here. I think the Nashville Predators are a bet against team going forward. This is a team that I think might be looking now. They're I believe either tied with the Blues, or I believe they are tied with the Blues after that win against Vegas. So this is a big game for the Preds. The Kings, don't look now; they're back after their little struggle for a while. The All-Star break, I feel like I saw this coming from a mile away. I said heading into the All-Star break, this All-Star break is going to affect one team more than any other positively, and that was the Los Angeles Kings. Since the All-Star break, they shut out Edmonton. They had the embarrassing game against Buffalo. Then they beat New Jersey, they beat Boston, they beat Pittsburgh, and they beat Columbus. They have won 5 of 6 games out of the All-Star break. I think that continues into the spot here. I got plus 106 for the Kings minus 1 in this game. I look for this Kings team to keep it going here in this spot. I think that this Predators team's a bet against team going forward. And I see goalie advantage with Talbot over Saros. Saros has not been very good this year. He's below. He has a negative goal saved above average. So I'm on the LA Kings here in this spot. I took the minus 1 line at plus 106 in this game. I thought it was a nice little spot here for this one. So Kings minus 1 for me here.
Okay. I didn't touch the NHL card today. I just didn't look at it yet. I might have some plays later on.
Fair enough. Back to the chat. Let's see if they have the line for it yet. Damn it. Bovada does not. Come on, Bovada.
Where did you leave off?
I left off here.
Kings money line.
A little juicy, but yeah. I think the Kings win.
Here's a whole bunch of hockey for you, Nick.
Stars and Sens over 6.5 and sprinkle draw. I can see it. Habs/Pens draw. I can definitely see it. Panthers/Canes draw. I can see it. Maple Leafs money line. I would lean Vegas, but that's fine. Isles money line grabbed yesterday, and Preds Kings over 5.5 grabbed yesterday. Yeah, I mean the Isles at even money is looking really nice now. When you can get them at what -117, -120 range now. As the Blues are even money. If they get up to a +110, +115, I'll take a shot with the Blues. But yeah. Vermont Catamounts -11.5. Merrimack first half -7.5 as well. Good luck. Stars VGK Canucks Devils Bruins parlay. I don't like the Devils. I would lean Rangers, and I'm on the Flames. So, Timmy. Grabbing Shesterkin saves prop if he gets confirmed. Yeah. So, any of y'all have a temp or no service, AT&T or no servers at Starbucks? Working on my Wi-Fi parlay. Yeah. AT&T is down. Sydney said that she had no reception this morning and needed Wi-Fi because AT&T is down. So yeah, I think it's an AT&T thing at the moment. So yeah,
I've got Verizon.
Yeah, but that is the full hockey card for today. Not much graded out well for me, which was kind of annoying because it's a big 11-game slate, and I only have 3 plays, but I'm kind of okay with it. The way hockey is gone, I'm kind of okay with it. So we'll head into the NBA. I'll be straight up, Tim. I am taking a day or two after the All-Star break with the NBA to let everything settle back, let teams get back from playing from the All-Star break and things along those lines. So I'm going to let you break down the NBA here. I'll introduce the first couple of games for you before I head on out. But we have this one might be one where I don't even cap it. I just bet it because the Toronto Raptors are -1.5, total of 231. And the Brooklyn Nets fired their head coach during the All-Star break. So this is probably a bet on them with the new coaching bump. This probably should be a game where I don't even cap it. I just take the Nets money line and move on. What's your thoughts here in this one? Raptors and Nets.
I'll be honest. It's a 12-game slate today. I have 3 plays. So we might not be talking over every single game. If you're not looking into all of them, I don't want to waste time saying I'm going to pass. Because a lot of these teams, I'm a little bit it's a question mark on how they're going to come back from the break, and a lot of these spreads are ridiculous. This one's not one of them. I do like the Nets in this game, and I knew once they fired their head coach, I was going to be on the Nets in this game. I got it at +105 for the Nets on the money line. It's just strictly, and we've seen it in the NHL. We've seen it in the NBA too. I mean, it didn't work out for Milwaukee, but who do you call it? Fired their head coach, Charlotte, and then they won 3 in a row. So anything's possible. I like Brooklyn in this matchup. I got him +105, fading the or backing the firing coach, whatever.
The coaching bump, yeah.
So I am on the Nets in this one as one of my 3 plays today. I have AT&T. It's down. Only AT&T has about 70,000 users with no service. Yikes.
Tim Anderson to Marlin. Tim Anderson to the Marlins, 1 year, $5 million. Mitch Keller signed an extension with the Pirates as well, and Kodai Senga is going to start the year on the IR.
Under 82.5 wins, easy money. What can I say? I don't know how many games we actually want to talk about here because, this is one of the ridiculous games, Nick.
Yeah, we had, and for me, I'm not betting any games. I I might bet the Nets.
In that case,
maybe.
you want to just talk? Can we just talk about the 3 games that I've got? Because if you're not betting anything, I have 3 plays. I don't feel like we need to waste people's time by saying I pass.
It's up to you. I'm going to be.
Well, in that case,
out a couple minutes anyway.
All right, we got 2 games that we'll talk about. I know there's a big slate, but come back All-Star break, I want to see how some of these teams come back from the All-Star break. This is the second game we'll talk about, and then we'll also talk about this game later on. So we'll talk 3 NBA games today. Hope that's okay with everybody.
All right, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers -7, total 216.5 in this game. Where are you looking?
You know how some teams it's going to be beneficial to have the All-Star break? You know the teams that it's going to be hardest to have the All-Star break for?
The ones that were hot heading in.
Yeah. What team was hotter than the Cleveland Cavaliers coming into the All-Star break?
No one.
That'd be nobody. This is a Cavs team that, they lost to the Sixers on the 12th, and they lost to the Milwaukee Bucks on the 24th of January. Previous that, they have lost 3 games in 2024. We're almost to March. That's why I really like this team. And if you look at them, they're currently moving up their standings. Now, they're still 6 games back of Boston. Nobody's catching Boston. But this is a Cleveland team that I think could be very dangerous in the playoffs. That being said, I think it's going to be a little bit of a slow game for them to come off with against a hungry Orlando Magic team. I think it's too many points. I got the Magic in this one. I got them at +7. So I do like the Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Also, one thing, Cleveland 19-9 at home this year, but 13-14 against the spread at home. Flip that for Orlando. Orlando 12-17 on the road, but 18-11 against the spread. So a team that covers on the road versus a team that doesn't cover at home. Give me the Magic in this one.
There you go.
Camel.
He likes Campbell today against Hampton.
Okay. Magic, yes. Are there any good college basketball plays today?
Nope,
in terms of non-spreadsheet ones, 2 of them that kind of came right off the page to me. One of them I did a free pick video for winning free picks, and that's Tree. Give me Stanford against Oregon. It's a pick 'em between a team that's 12-13 and a team that's like 18-7. And it's a pick 'em. So I'm on Stanford in that one. And I like Arizona minus the 10.5 against Washington State. Washington State comes into that one really, really hot. And I think a lot of people are going to love the dog there. So I'm going to be on Arizona. I feel like that's a very similar game to the Auburn South Carolina game that I had. Auburn -12, and they won by 40. So I think it's pretty similar to that. Magic +8, yep, and the AT&T is up now. There you go. I know we're kind of just gonna skipping through the NBA card, but first day back from the All-Star break, not a lot of value, and I don't. We're just trying to get to the good plays. I'm not going to just try to waste your time. So let's jump into the final game that we'll talk about next.
Yeah, the LA Clippers, they're at the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder laying a 1.5 here in this one, total 235.5. What's your thoughts here?
I'm on the Thunder money line. And I know I'm a Nuggets fan. I feel like the Orlando Magic are the best team in the West right now. And when it comes to
Oklahoma City, not the Orlando Magic.
Oklahoma City, yes. Oklahoma City.
You said Magic. You said Magic.
You know what? We were just talking about them. Shut up. I think the Oklahoma City is the best team in the West. And I'm going to back them pretty much throughout the second half. I think they're going to have a really strong second half of the year. And you look at – I feel like they're going to be in first place, and they're going to start building a lead after a while. They get the Clippers tonight, which is a tough game. Washington, Houston, San Antonio, Phoenix, LA, Portland. Pretty easy schedule coming up for them. So I do think they're going to go on a nice run. I think it starts here. I got the Oklahoma City Thunder on the money line at -115 in this one, Nick.
There you go.
Yeah. I will say I have a slight lean towards the Hornets in this game, but nothing crazy. All the other games are kind of just spreads are a little bit whack, and I'm just trying to see some teams come back from the All-Star break. So just 3 plays today in the NBA for me, and those are the games we talked about.
Yep, and when I get back into capping the NBA,
then we would have dug deep into it,
games,
but
then we'll go over every single game because I like to talk out every single game, even if it's a -17 spread or a pick 'em.
No, that's 100% fair. I'm just not gonna. I don't feel like jumping deep into games when I don't have anything, and I feel like that's just a waste of people's time. So,
sure.
We're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of housekeeping, recapping, and then we'll head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below between the YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. All of those are linked down below. Make sure if you guys are interested in grabbing all of the plays from college basketball, that will be up on the site. $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day. Member only. I think we have 11 of you guys right now. So those will be posted up in about 20, 25 minutes. So if you guys are interested in that, check out all that. Yes, the Cats. Yes, Wildcats today. Recap, I've got nothing from the hockey world. I have the Nets, I have the Magic, and I have the Thunder tonight for the NBA. Nick?
Yeah, I've only moved on 3 hockey games. Tonight's slate just doesn't grade out overly crazy well for me. A couple of spots. If I'm trying to focus more on sides than totals in the NHL. If I was betting a couple totals, it'd be a couple unders in, I believe, Vegas and Vancouver. But I'm just on the Flames. I'm on the Kings -1, and I'm on the Panthers tonight. And that's it at the moment. If it's Jonathan Quick, I'll probably move on the Rangers. If I can get +110, +115 with the Blues, I could probably look towards moving towards them against the Islanders. Other than that, I'm not really interested too much in this slate today. I just did nothing really graded out well, so it's just those 3 plays for me. I got a decent amount in college basketball as well, so we had a decent amount of spreadsheet plays as well.
I got 4. How many did you get?
1.
Are you doing by 3 or 3.5?
4, 5, 6, and then there was 7 because it was an extra game that wasn't available on Bovada last night that I haven't bet yet.
Were you doing 3 points of value or 3.5?
3. I've been doing 3 for a while now.
Got it. All right, that's why.
And my ROI has been going up since I've been doing 3. So,
all right, then I'll add those plays. So.
Okay, and I have one more official bet here because the line finally is here, and I could finally give this out for an actual line. -115, Dodgers Padres over 10. Over 10 Dodgers Padres. Cactus League games are averaging over 11.5 runs per game over the last 5 seasons. And Cactus League games go over, generally more speaking. And Grapefruit Leagues average less runs per game, about 10.4. So Cactus League overs is something to look out for. And over 10 Padres and Dodgers for me.
There you go.
Baseball's back.
Is Duke and Clemson the only big teams that covered last night? Cough, St. John's, UAB, Cleveland, Bonnie, UAB. There you go. Yes, sir. Let's get it. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. Good luck, guys.